Hi, Dr. Scott Jensen here with Dr. Jackie Conley. Oh, she's also my daughter. We're going to do a few videos, but one of the things we want to talk about was our past. What drove us to a career in medicine? Jack, I remember when I was in high school, I wasn't confident that I could deal with all the things that I might be called on to deal with in medicine. I remember I hated it when someone in the house got sick and threw up. It always drove me crazy.
It did when we were kids too.
Yeah. Never did like that, but I've gotten used to it. So my journey to medicine was I had to plow through some of those things I wasn't sure. I think it was maybe good that I had a lot of nosebleeds when I was a kid because I got used to blood. Blood never bothered me. How about you, your journey? What did you have to push through to decide I'm going to be a doctor?
Yeah. For me, it was never a question. You know, it was just like growing up, I saw how you practice medicine. I saw, Mom as a veterinarian, what she did and how she, bonded with her patients and her clients, and how you would come home and talk about your day, and both of you just loved what you did and were energized at the end of the day. And I realized I could not possibly watch animals hurt without being able to tell me, so I couldn't be a vet. And so then by default, I was like, okay, I'm gonna be a doctor.
So in that context, what kind of memories do you have of dinner time conversations?
Well, one that is particularly vivid is you came home and you were telling a story about, I can't even remember, it was just terribly disgusting. I think it was one of the surgeries you had done.
Are you sure that wasn't your mother?
I'm positive.
Oh, okay,
she didn't do that. So you were talking about a surgery. We were eating, I don't know, it was probably like chili or something like that. And I remember just kind of being like, nope, I'm done. I am done. I've always been a little bit more squeamish in regards to like pus and blood and stuff like that. And you had no qualms about telling those stories at dinner.
How about stories that you remember from Mom's veterinary practice? Any particular?
Usually hers were about it was insane. She came home and she'd be like, yeah, this dog had a runny nose and he's got pneumonia. And I'm like, how do you diagnose a dog with a pneumonia?
Or a boa constrictor.
Or a boa constrictor.
Yeah, I remember that one, yeah.
It seemed bizarre to me.
So you had a journey to where you are. Are you glad of that journey?
I am now. There was a period of time when what I was doing and how the medicine I was practicing wasn't very fulfilling to me. But over the last couple of years, establishing phenomenal relationships with patients has just been so fun to have patients coming back to me, telling me how their grandkids are doing, telling me how their kids are doing, watching one of my patients, go through her pregnancy and then seeing her baby, or, having someone who we caught a colon cancer early and all of a sudden they come back and they're in remission and it's 2 years later and it's just so fun.
I couldn't agree with you more. I think that whole process of our patients learning to trust that we'll be there for them, and they also know that we'll advocate for them. So if we advocate, they trust, which makes us advocate all the more.
Yep.
And it just spirals, and it's a good spiral. It's really, I think, when we talk about the calling of medicine, that's really where it comes. Folks, thanks a lot for listening. The next one we do, we're going to talk about where we're at presently, not the journey to a career in medicine, but where we are now. Thanks.